Hey everyone, James from Perth Backyard Gardening. Going to do a bit of a walk around of all my fruit trees, see how many we've got. I've got no idea actually kind of the number that we're at the moment. I haven't done one of these videos in a long time, but let's have a walk around. We are at the end of July, so it's another month of winter, and I think you'll see that Perth being its very moderate winters, a lot of the fruit trees I think it's already spring, so you'll see that as we walk around. But let's start over in my potted plant area first. Starting over here with the blueberries, and I did just pick this one up recently, so it's cheating a little bit, but a sunshine blue. I lost a couple of blueberry varieties from last summer, so I've picked that one up to restock back up, like this one that I lost, that is now just a herb patch. I think that was a pink icing, but I've got to find a better spot for these over summer. Back there's a misty in the back. This one is a legacy, I think. Yeah, legacy. And there's a couple more back here. This one is this one's a pink icing. So, okay, and there's one more at the back there. Right. I'll put the variety up. So about half a dozen blueberry varieties. Hoping to get some good fruit set on these this year. I'll stick with the berries first of all. I've got I think it's a loganberry. Should start bouncing back. I do have some blackberries in another spot. I'll show you those later. Figs, that's just a white Adriatic. I got a lot of fig cuttings. I picked these up pretty cheap from WA aquaponics, hydroponics, a whole bunch of different varieties. I try to pick up every single kind of like local variety. They do a lot of like local hill varieties, things like that. So I tried to pick up a whole bunch of them, and we'll see how they go. Hopefully I can kind of propagate some as well, because there's some really unique, interesting varieties there. I have a peanut butter tree. On there, haven't found a home for that one, but that's all right. Give a mulberry cutting in here, and it's a lime tree. It's a patio lime. Putting a bunch of new flowers, and I'll be remiss to, it's not a fruit tree, but lemon myrtle. Haven't quite found a home for this one yet. The last one over here is this olive. Still got no clue what this is. The missus bought it a fair few years ago. Put it in the ground, almost killed it. Rescued it in this pot. It could very well be just ornamental, who knows? Because I don't know what we bought. But yeah, it seems to like that spot. So bananas. So there was, I think, 6 original bananas put along here. Obviously I haven't bothered keeping on top of the pups, as you can see. Kind of just let them all go. But there's that bunch there. This flower, it's just came out the other day, and there's actually 2 more bunches down the end. Bit smaller. I'm always going to get small bunches because I'm not pulling out a lot of the pups. they're all taking energy from each other. So I am always going to probably get small bunches, but I don't mind that, to be honest. Don't have that much room in my freezer, so walk through this way. It's just another kind of archway trellis that I've done recently. This will be new from the last video I did. Yeah, so this will be tomato trellis in summer. Mandarins. I'm going to try to put the sun there. I don't know if it's rats or birds, because I've definitely seen the rainbow lorikeets on this tree. But we also have rats. So, but I need to start picking a lot of these. There's quite a lot that are nicely ripe up there. So, but yeah, honestly, could do with almost chopping this thing in half. So it's massive. Well, anyway, mandarin. I don't know the variety because this was here when we moved in. So yeah, I do not know the variety. If I was to guess, it's probably like an imperial or something. It does have seeds, so. Black sapote. This one hasn't held on to any fruit yet, so hoping that this year is the year for this black sapote. I do need to give it shade in summer to make sure it holds on. This is what happens when I don't label things. I think it's like a patanga, some Eugenia, but I don't label stuff, so that's good by me. We'll work out. I think it's a Eugenia variety of some kind. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to step on through past the pond. This is a lemon drop mangosteen. I had this in a pot over last summer. Found a home for it in the ground here, underneath this nice shade tree, which, yeah, is doing its job. Gotta work my way through here. New Zealand spinach, royal greens. This is Grammy Charmer. So some new growth. Focus on the camera. No, not liking it. Anyway, camera's not liking it. Anyway, some new growth from the Grammy Charmer. This is a nitrogen fixing plant. I believe I think it's a big name. Oh no, this is a maroon bush. Sorry, maroon bush. So it's a native plant. You can see it's actually got scale on it. There's a little scale on that. So I'm going to come in and deal with that. That's a maroon bush. I'll work my way around. That is an orange tree. Variety was just a seedless Valencia. Trying to kind of hide that in amongst everything, so it's protected a bit. This is my pigeon pea. So again, I'm always looking for nitrogen fixing crops. You can see pods down here, new flowers here. This is the new growth on here, but yeah, it's obviously it's a pea, so nitrogen fixing. So really good in this kind of food foresty area. I will try not to step on some of the seedlings coming up. I need to find a home for that. I have two other ice cream beans, Inga Edulus. and I was going to potentially pull out those Canna, those Queensland arrowroots, and find another home for them and put that in here, but I was supposed to do that about a week ago and have not. Anyway, that's all right. Over to this side, I'll work my way through. It's so funny because, yeah, like I said, we've still got a month left of winter, and everything's going to flower. All the like Mizuna and Tatsoi and Pak Choi, more. If you would like pigeon pea seeds, hit me up. Blackberry, as I mentioned before, I've just put this over here because it was sprawling like crazy. Hasn't fruited yet, but I've tried to pot up a whole bunch of them. Actually, just put the end tips in pots. Hopefully those will root. I haven't actually checked on how they're going. So I've got a half a dozen of those. So this is the thornless variety. I didn't say at the beginning. Yeah, I can't remember the actual. It's the super common one. Yeah, one you can see everywhere. So, but yeah, thornless mulberry. Blackberry. I've got 3 other different banana varieties over here. So I believe those ones over that side are all just like normal, like ladyfingers. This one's a red Dakar, dwarf red Dakar. Just legs popping up. I have a dwarf Ducasse, and I think the other one might be like a Pisang Ceylon, or I can't quite remember. Not very promising, this one, is it? But that's run its course. So we'll work out what it is afterwards. But yeah. Anyway, probably also just not giving them too much food on this side. Passion fruit vine through here. This is like the end of the trellis, but you can see there's some pretty nice deformed ones. But again, a bit malnourished. But you can see like there's some nice ones. I'm still picking these because I'm still finding them around the place. I picked a couple yesterday as well. That is my asparagus bed, and we'll ignore the boar. Back through here. Some of the stone fruit. This is an apricot. I only got fruit on this for the first time last year. Don't know the variety, unfortunately, either. Just noticed a few spots in probably prune. Yeah, again, hoping to get a bit more fruit off this one. Fijoa. Got fruit on this for the first time last year. Did get hit by fruit fly, annoyingly. So I am going to have to net this one, or net the fruit. Yeah, annoyingly. One of my plum trees. See, I did a bit of a big prune on this one to kind of get that kind of central vase kind of shape on it. yeah, fortunately when I have the net on this, it kind of all kind of curves inward. So, but I've got 3 plum trees, but this between the two of them, the two main ones are one's a Santa Rosa and one's a Satsuma with blood plums. Lemon tree I just spotted. So this is the issue I've had for the first time, and I just noticed it. Well, not just noticed it, but you can see here, that's a gall. So that's from gall wasp. I got hit by that for the first time last year, frustratingly. I've never had it, so I'm pretty sure the wasps only travel about 50 odd meters, so there's obviously someone around that had it. So I need to go have a walk around the neighbourhood and chat to some people and check out their citrus trees. But yeah, frustratingly got hit by that. I've pruned out a fair chunk of it already, but as you can see, I've missed some. They're very hard to see. Yeah, but that's incredibly frustrating. But this lemon tree was still, hit by gall wasp, but still incredibly prolific. This year there's some remnant lemons on here. You can see it's obviously already flowering, setting fruit, or just flowering. Now's not the time to prune it, because it will just keep setting off new growth, which the gall wasps will target. So I'm going to have to leave this and prune it in summer. Same with all my citrus. But passion fruit vine keeps going, and honestly there's probably passion fruits climbing through the citrus tree. Alright, we're going to work our way back through here. Try not to step on parsley and papaya, pawpaw, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully get some fruit on that this year. My red Chatoot mulberry. This is what I was kind of talking about with these trees thinking it's spring, because already this was dormant and taking off. So yeah, there is another fig in there. You can't really see it. There's a miracle berry fruit in there. I thought it was dead, but I checked it before. It's still green, so when I peel some of the bark back, so it might be all right. Who knows? Underneath here is like broccoli and comfrey. It's coming back to life, and Mexican sunflowers, marigolds, all through here. Work our way, keep going round. Kind of lost my pathway at the moment, which is a little annoying, but anyway, yeah, that was my pathway. Anyway, strawberry guava. Did get fruit on this for the first time last year. Got a couple, so yeah, it's looking good. So hopefully get a nice big harvest on that. Not a fruit tree, but rhubarb and brassicas. This is a bamboo mango. New growth coming on through. Some more Queensland arrowroot. switch to this side. So I mean by, you can see a couple of passion fruits up there. I can already see some of the lemons setting as well. This is a yellow guava. Let's jump over here. Yellow guava. Those are the small ones. Lots of. Again, I'm trying to interplant everything with like flowers, the calendula borage. Put another globe artichoke down here the other day as well. This is my Thai basil. Obviously the passion fruit vine that keeps on going. This is the second plum tree. Do need to give this one a prune. I'd love to prune this now, but again I can't. But this is a lime tree, not just any normal lime tree, it's a rainbow lime. So this did cop gall wasp as well, frustratingly, but it's also way too big for my liking. So I really would like to cut this back, but I can't. I'm going to have to wait till summer. Still some fruit. I did a massive collect of that tree. What you doing? Dust paving, hey? Come through to here. Straight. Lettuce and tomatoes popping up. It's winter. Anyway. Fast cars, as you can tell, we're in the middle of suburbia. So, mango. This is just a Kensington Pride. Got more brassicas. A giant patch of borage. That is my pomegranate. I finished pruning that. Over the side, more borage, potatoes. My Rio red grapefruit. So I will go the other way to have a look at that one. But as you can see, bunch of flowers on this. How gorgeous is the red amaranth? So pretty. So pretty. Especially in winter when we've got some colour. I got some blues from the borage, the marigold colours, but that's just such a colour difference compared to just the greenery through here. Dill. Another one of my shade trees, Tipawana basically. I just stuck this in the ground over here and it's doing well. Honestly, everywhere calls this different. Bush basil, Indian borage, there's a million names for it, but anyway, not a fruit tree, but herb. Blood orange. Blood orange tree. So you can see it's new growth on that. I will see if I can just see the actual variety. Nope. It's Fawn. I can't remember the actual variety. My double grafted Nashi pear tree. So that still knows it's winter, still dormant. Yeah. Another ice cream bean in there. More lettuce in my pathway. It's helpful. Coriander. Yeah. We'll duck back through here. Again, this whole area is like I got, that Warrigal Greens is ground cover through here. It's tansy. Really trying to kind of cram as much stuff in here. A Maya lemon tree. It had one bit of gall wasp on it. I'm just letting it go. Obviously, I would normally prune this well down. I'm probably just going to make this like my grafting tree, to be honest. And put some citrus varieties on it that I don't have. Citrus I don't have like Tangelo. I don't have aloe. There's quite a few, like lemonade I don't have. It's quite a few citrus varieties I don't have. So this lemon tree is probably access to what I need. The average lemon tree is probably well sufficient. And we've probably got about, 400 lemons off the damn thing this year. So acerola hasn't fruited yet. More Queensland arrowroot. That in there is it's a variegated fig. I think that's just what it's called. Trying to get my shadow out of the shot. That is a pink guava. I will say, to be fair, this thing got absolutely wrecked by the giant grasshoppers over summer. Got absolutely torn apart. And so did the Queensland arrowroot. But to be fair, I would prefer those two trees get hit by them than some of my other ones. So sacrificial is what it is. This is one of my two peaches. This is Tropic Snow. So I mean, all my peaches and my nectarine on the end, you can see are flowering, and the bees are going crazy for them. So, Tropic Snow Peach. This is the Florida Gold Peach, and you can see the white Saturn nectarine's already pushing new growth out on that. So yeah, definitely winter. I will just pan across because I'm not going to go walk over there, but I do have just a normal like a English Pix Fancy mulberry kind of thing over there. It does actually have fruit on it at the moment, and I was supposed to cut it back. Haven't done it yet, and it's you can see it's kind of shooting off again with new growth. So anyway, I've got to get to that ASAP. And I have another plum tree there. So never got, look, it was a stump when we got here. I've kind of nursed it back to health, but I've never really gotten anything major fruit-wise from it. But yeah, so that's fruit tree-wise in the backyard. I do have 2 more in pots, so I'll quickly cut over to there and I'll finish up. And lastly, a couple of avocados that I've got one spot I could put these, but anyway, we'll see. But just got these sitting in a pot over here next to the rainwater tanks. So, well, one of the couple of rainwater tanks. So, yeah. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for joining. A bit of a long one, but there's a fair bit to walk around and look at. I know I did also, there's a Panama Gold passion fruit that runs along the fence next to the other mulberry as well, so I know I forgot that one, and I probably forgot a couple others, but yeah, I definitely know there's also strawberries behind me. I also forgot to show, so some more berries, but yeah, definitely trying to get some different kind of varieties in here, especially as I kind of build up the shade in this kind of food foresty area. Get a couple of different kind of tropicals. I'd love to kind of get a custard apple in here, some other kind of like Eugenias, yeah, yeah, just trying to, if anyone's got any cuttings or anything that they'd want to swap, pass along, yeah, feel free to let me know, and I'll end it here on my dwarf hog plum tree that I'm also trying to find a spot for. I knew I'd forget something. Yeah, that's deciduous, so it drops its leaves, so trying to find a nice little spot for that one as well. But thanks for joining me. Any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, yeah, a lovely sunny winter's day in Perth, Western Australia. Thanks for joining me, guys. Bye.